Start this broadcast. We're streaming in 2 different places at once right now. We are the future. Alright, should be good to go. Yes. Shut it, you. Alright, so, last session, everybody left West Haven in search of a group of bandits who had been stealing supplies from the town, according to the town elder or whoever. You guys managed to finally come across the group in question, only to find out they had all been forcibly removed from the town for sheltering a dwarf. Last session you guys agreed to escort the group to the Blackwood Retreat on your way to the Trod that would take you to the Natural Plane, which is about a week or two to the east of your current location. I think when we left, everybody was settling down for the night. Some super comfortable rest in a cave. And yeah, I think you guys are awake now. Let's say it's the next morning. Unless you guys had anything you wanted to do in the middle of the night.
No.
Okay.
Mostly just sleep.
Okay, just checking.
You're all dead.
Alright, so you guys wake up the next morning, and Daring Thundercloud, who's the monk who is sort of the leader of, the other party, the NPC party, let's call it. He is kind of packing up what little supplies they have left. Looks like some rope, some bandages, stuff like that. And as everybody kind of gets up and clears up their sleeping area, you guys realize that Vonik isn't waking up. Yeah, cursory check definitely shows him to be alive, but no matter what you try to do, slap him in the face or shake him violently or whisper gently into his ear, he does not seem to be stirring from his slumber.
Wait, which one of us is doing the whispering gently?
Whoever. Roll intimidate to whisper gently.
Keep the dragon board. You never know what's going to happen there.
I'm just gonna whisper in your ear.
So, seeing that he's not waking up, some of the other guys get together and turn the supply box into sort of a
Litter?
sort of, but they managed to find a wheel or two to put in the back, so it's more like a rickshaw now. So
That's good.
were it not a dragonborn, one person could pull it, but you probably still need two. Luckily, 3 of your accompanying party is not very combat ready, just due to general lack of skill and stuff like that. So they volunteer to pull the cart in exchange for you guys making sure they don't get killed, which it seems fair.
Very fair, because if they do die, it does.
And as you guys head out, Daring Thundercloud tells you it'll probably take about 2 days if the Feywild is kind to get to Blackwood Retreat.
Real nice to us so far.
They like to keep it interesting. Anyway, it seems like there's some of their party who is similarly outfitted or skilled as you guys, so naturally as you guys walk off on your travels, some of them sort of tend to pair up with you, and y'all kind of start shooting the shit, so to speak. Daring Thundercloud is a monk like Eldred, so they kind of walk together and compare notes and that sort of thing. Morthos, there's a guy named Alphonse. He's in Eldrin. He's a sorcerer. So you guys, being the casty type people, sort of talk about what abilities you have and that sort of thing. Nerith, the dwarf, is also a fighter. So he kind of walks with you and you guys share, battle stories. He's also sort of a mercenary type.
Does he have a name? I'm just gonna call him the dwarf.
Thrangil.
Right.
There is a newly turned religious guy. He spent most of his past as a warrior. His name's Harl. Without the T. There you go. He kind of hangs out with Optek, seeing as she's kind of, sort of like, what he is. The people pulling the cart there's a guy named Landuil. He's another Eladrin. He's a priest. Unfortunately, he's more of the, clerical end of things, and not so much that I can call down healing on people type thing. And then there are a gnome huntsman, who's actually pretty good at gathering food, who hangs out with Cotton. And a gnome who is... in his past, he used to be a fence for the local Thieves Guild, and seeing a fellow shady character, he hangs out with Sarafel. And he's got the craziest name of all, Albert.
Is he large?
He's a little fat. Nobody calls him Fat Albert, though. 'Cause then
Now.
they wake up in the hey. So, anyway, why isn't this? Okay, still stream. So, if you guys want to, talk to them about anything, feel free. And yeah, well, I'll do that. Give me a second, and I'll set up the next map. Okay. Oh wait, that doesn't happen until later. Okay, cool. Okay, so... Hey Cody, is Natalie there with you, or she head to bed?
I'm not sure where she is.
Okay.
She's not currently with me.
She got lost in the depths of the house somewhere.
Yeah. She's tied. I'm not sure.
Okay, so we got 5 of you guys for now.
Coming back.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to try a little montage thing. So this is going to cover basically y'all's first day of travel. So what's going to happen is, Cody, you're going to say some sort of problem you guys had. Christine's going to say how y'all solved it, and then Bobby's going to make another problem, and then Renee's going to solve it, and then Ryan's going to make a problem, and then Cody's going to solve it, and then we're going to go through that kind of like twice.
Okay.
It could be anything completely ridiculous, or like, oh no, the wheel fell off, and then Christine,
Do we have to
fix it.
roll to make sure that our solution works, or can we
Nope.
just assume that
We're going to assume everything kind of went reasonably well for you guys.
Exercise in creativity.
Yeah, there you go.
we have luck on our side, ladies and gentlemen?
Because if we rolled, it would just be ones, and we already know that.
You do have a point. You do have a point.
Hi, Natalie.
We just found her head. Perched on my shoulder.
The rest of her went to bed. The baby was tired.
I'm so weirded out by F part.
It's like, it's Labyrinth. The fire people take the ones.
Yeah, that doesn't make any of that less disturbing.
There. All right.
At some point we should get diphtheria and all our oxen should die.
You have negative oxen, and it's dysentery.
Dysentery, that's what it was.
All of your cattle have died.
Nobody could spell diphtheria, so they went with dysentery.
I just like make a problem and be like, we lost the map. Christine's like, we found the map.
Cody dropped the map and was walking and it was being paid and pulled it up. It was like, here's your bed, dude.
I'm going to say,
It's y'all are leaving from a mountainy place, it's kind of like rocky ground, and then eventually y'all get to some grassland and lightly forested area.
Alright, so, one of the random NPCs looks at everything. He slips and gets his foot stuck in a crevice. And it seems to get unstuck.
Okay.
Problem.
Hacksaw.
Wow.
What is it?
That's it, punch right on the spot.
The solution is we
Self, don't go hiking with Christine. What's that, stub your toe? Get the
had
hack.
to take his boot off, and his foot came right out.
Okay.
Well done. They will not be making a lifetime movie of
I was
this.
just saying, I didn't use the hacksaw.
All right, Bobby. What's another problem?
So we're gonna have to solve this one.
Yes. Or not specifically Natalie. Just she would have to say how the party solved the problem.
Okay. There's all these damn flies everywhere, and I know you're a good shot. I keep missing them with my magic, and I'm getting kind of annoying. Can you help us out with that?
Probably, but
But the size of an arrowhead.
come on, Legolas, do something.
Survey says, hire a frog.
There's probably one. We did talk to a turtle recently, didn't we?
You come across Lore. He is a frog who's lost. He manages to ride in the cart on top of Onik, and using his unnatural size and proportionally unnatural tongue, he manages to eat all the damn flies.
Hire a frog. Like,
All right, Renee.
Concerned about all of that. Okay, I have to think of a problem with that. I'll be hot while walking these blocks for shade, and it's getting really exhausting.
All right, Ryan. How are you going to solve hot and we need shade?
I'm going to find some branches, like some palm leaf sort of things. I'm going to give it to the team members that suck, and they're going to fan us down as we walk, like ancient Egyptians.
Okay. Your progress is slowed slightly based on the fact that the people pulling the cart also have to fan you.
I'm perfectly willing to fan myself if you can find some palm fronds.
All right. Now, Christine, give me a problem.
Well, Sonic keeps sliding off the. I'm gonna say raft. What is it called?
Rickshaw.
The rickshaw, and we can't get him to stay on.
Okay. Cody, how does the party fix that? Vonna keeps sliding off the thing.
The raft.
The rickshaw.
Wheeled raft.
yeah, okay. It's, we take some rope and tie him to the rickshaw.
Okay.
Why didn't we think of that earlier? That's easy.
You lose one rope and
Someone's like, "Oh, that's a rope."
all right. Natalie, what's a problem we have?
also.
It would have been a more permanent solution to like a temporary problem.
Yeah. Helger has the most annoying tune stuck in his head, and he will not stop humming it.
Nice.
It was an annoying
It
tune.
is a legitimate problem.
What are you gonna do?
Cody, were you humming the same song over and over again in the car on the way home?
Crap.
Who's solving this one?
Renee.
I start singing an equally annoying yet different song so that everyone else gets that so I can go ahead and
Renee's over there going, this is this.
Exactly.
I was thinking Lady Lumps. But okay.
No, that was.
Oh, no.
Okay, so now we have. Is it Bobby and Ryan? Okay, so Ryan, what is a problem that we have?
We encountered 7 dwarves who come to us asking for aid. They have a princess who has been poisoned by an evil apple, and they can do nothing to wake her from her slumber. They will grant us a magical item if we can get her awake.
Okay. Bobby, how do you solve it?
I explained to Sarafel that he really should pay more attention to the DARE program.
These 7 dwarves wandering around.
Of course they do. You see,
Okay, so your day of travel went. It went.
Interestingly.
You guys get to a more gently wooded, kind of flat area than the open plains you've been traveling on most of the day. The sun is sort of low in the sky, and the party you're traveling with says they're completely exhausted and wants to know if it'd be cool if we all camped here for the night. Y'all have been traveling for most of the day, and the sun is right about to set. You got maybe half an hour till sundown.
alright, so I guess set up shop.
Okay.
I mean, all that fanning and pulling must be exhausting.
Yeah, I can imagine. You guys took the bedrolls with you, or the bedrolls when y'all found the hammock area, all that crap.
Right, trees,
Yeah.
future
Either that or y'all bought some from town or something. I'm pretty sure y'all have bedrolls. Okay. Now, do you guys want to set up camp or anything like that? Not camp, campfire? Bless you.
Do we need a campfire? What's the weather like?
It's average kind of springtime temperatures, 70s. Yes. Well, there's 3, so it really depends on which direction you look in.
Well, I mean, I'm okay with not having a campfire or just a really small one. I don't care.
Okay.
Gotta make a fire.
Okay. You have a campfire. Anybody who's standing watch gets a +2 to your perception checks. And any demons out in the distance get a +4 to find you.
Well, that's comforting.
Make a really big campfire.
Put up a couple of burning men just in case they can't find us.
So,
Just like, no, I was cool without a campfire. No matter what happened.
who will take first watch? We're gonna need 3 watches.
I'll go for first watch.
Okay. One of the Eladrin volunteers to sit with you, and help you on your watch.
I'll take second.
Is this a perception roll?
Yeah, perception.
Well, he's just fucking useless.
Yep. So you're down to a 23 because he's distracting you, trying to tell you stories about stuff with pointy ears. You hear some sounds off in the distance. They don't appear, or they don't sound like anything large or threatening. It's just kind of like little, scurrying animals and stuff flying around. Probably normal nighttime sounds, you think? But aside from that, nothing bad. So your watch ends, and who's taking second watch? Okay. Let's say the sorcerer comes and helps you.
+2 for the fire, you said?
+2 for the fire, and another +2 since he rolled above a 10. Yeah. Yeah, so, as you guys kind of walk the perimeter and stuff, you see, some small animals running away, typical reaction to a larger thing moving around in the darkness. And you see some black slime on the ground about 25 or 30 feet from the campsite. No definite origin or anything like that. Just a little puddle of it.
Not like leading anywhere or coming from anywhere, just sitting there?
Nope, just a little pool of slime.
That's always
Maybe like a foot in diameter.
I'm going to get a stick and light it on fire and then touch the goo.
Okay. The goo burns slightly, but it doesn't react as if it's alive or anything.
Okay.
But yeah, aside from that, your your watch ends. Who's doing third watch? Was it Natalie? Okay. Give me a perception check. Jesus. This warrior guy is doing great. He's busy looking through his newfound Deities for Dummies book. And he keeps trying to give you interesting facts about Coralon and Bahamut. And asking you which one you think is cooler. But yep, you guys get to talking. You don't really notice anything going on. It may be particularly because you are way too wrapped up talking about things and which gods are dreamiest. But yeah, aside from that, you finish your watch right as the sun's coming up. And
Hi, Gracie.
it's Bobby.
Bobby turned into a cat, you guys.
Polymorph. It's an ability. God.
He's been working on his ability to transmogrify.
As you guys wake up, the party kind of looks through the supplies. There's not really much in the way of food. So they say if there's gonna be any breakfast, we're gonna need some food. Anybody want to go out and hunt and see what they can catch? Should take maybe an hour.
I'm not very good at throwing it, so I'm not making those.
I've got a crossbow and Natalie's a ranger. She should be the top pick for this one. So I'll do it.
Just let the lights all go with whatever hunting party's going at.
Okay.
Hedgehogs with top hats.
Those are good eating. There's mostly small game. You can catch some pheasant-type birds. There's some sort of small deer that inhabit this place. They're probably about 3 feet high. You can find some wild boar, and of course, as always, root vegetables and that sort of stuff lying around.
I'll try using my stealth to sneak up on a boar.
Okay, give me a stealth check. Natalie, I assume you're going to be doing nature?
And, do I get any bonuses, or do I just do the raw stealth roll?
D20 plus your stealth score. Okay. And the huntsman's going to help out. Nice. Okay. You guys are able to get a pretty good amount of food. Another hour or so of cooking it yields a very nice breakfast. You have some bird, you have some pig, some not cured bacon, I guess. You got some vegetables and stuff to go with it, so you stay full nice and a long time. It's a different part of the pig, Renee. God, you don't know anything about the Feywild. Fey pigs keep their bacon glands elsewhere.
Okay. I'll skip and hand you guys. I'm just gonna have some of this poultry here.
So, you guys finish eating, wrap up the leftovers, pull up camp. Is there anything else you guys want to do, or would you like to get on your way?
So let's keep going.
Let's keep doing.
Okay. You guys are all responsible campers and put out the campfire, of course. I have faith in you. Only you can prevent Fey fires. Nah. As you guys travel, the forest starts to get thicker. It goes from being, probably about 40 or 50 feet between the trees to maybe 15 or 20 foot gaps, and then eventually you've got about 15 feet around you, and then all the trees look like they're pretty much growing together, and that the branches are sort of interwoven. It's getting to where it blocks out a lot of light. You have kind of a little column in the middle where you guys are walking, but there's not a whole lot else. So you can keep going the way you're going, or if you'd like, you can try to turn back and find another way, but with the size of the forest, there's really no telling how long that would take.
Can we climb a tree if they'll have guys try to look around?
If you would like.
How high are the trees? Like, how tall are they?
Most of the ones are easily like 50 or so feet high. The canopy is pretty overgrown, so you can't tell if they go up past that.
Doesn't Cody have like the special boots on?
He's got the boots of fuck you gravity.
Yeah. So I nominate Cody for this particular episode.
Okay. So I will climb a tree.
Okay.
This tree.
Okay. You make your way to the top, and you look around. It looks like there's a clearing, probably another, couple hundred yards up ahead. And from there, it seems to sort of dissipate a little bit to where the tree covering isn't so thick. Okay. You shimmy on down without much issue. Pass the word along, and everybody starts moving again. And as you guys walk, Nerith, you will notice that Thrangil looks a bit troubled by this place.
Well then I'll talk to you about it, I guess. You seem troubled, dwarf. What troubles you about this place?
This forest is different.
What do you mean by different? Different how?
I've been here before, weeks ago, and it's different than it was then.
What about it is different from when you were here before?
You see all these trees next to each other like this? That wasn't like that on my way through. None of this
So you're
was.
saying the trees move closer together?
That's what it looks like.
Is there anything else that you notice that's different?
Not much. I mean, all we've seen so far is trees, but I don't like this place.
Okay, well I'm gonna tell the rest of the party what Drango has said, that the trees are closer together in an ominous way than they were just a couple of weeks ago, and that seems rather unnatural to me.
Okay. As you...
Searching for ambush.
Okay. Give me a perception check, Cody. And while you're doing that, Daring Thundercloud's going to come up and kind of try to calm everybody down. He's going to basically say, maps are useless in the Feywild. things shift about seemingly at random. We're not sure exactly why. The leading theory is basically the lord of each section of the Feywild has free reign over the placement and number of things. If you are somewhere and the lord of that particular section wants to grant you easy access, he can flatten the land. He can make monsters move away. If you are a place you are not welcome, you can be barricaded, you can be trapped. Odds are you won't make it where you're trying to go.
But it seems like someone doesn't want us to get through this forest, or at least to be intimidated as we go.
It would seem so.
Who is the lord of this region of the Feywild?
This is the Springwood. The lord is named the King of Roses. He's eternally at war with the fallen queen and all those of the Autumn Glade.
Is there a reason that he wouldn't want us to... Is there a reason that you can think of that he would want us to pass through the wood?
It could be that some that are with us may be from the Autumn Glade, or in some way allied with it.
Where are y'all from?
Ellie has no idea.
They previously said they were from the Autumn Glade when I asked them.
Voice from on high, tell me the answer.
The narrator appears. Unbeknownst to the rest of the party.
It's not really anything personal about our mission with this party, it's just that some of the people here are enemy combatants based on where they came from.
The one of the Eldrin in the party is going to kind of slap his forehead and he's going to be like, I should have known. I should have known. You guys...
Oh, why don't you tell us what you should know? That sounds like a good plan.
You guys are total Autumn Glade. I mean, you look like it. Your actions, the way you talk, it's just... I should have noticed.
So, what do we think we need to do here?
Get out of here as quickly as possible.
Where's the
Eldred, how
other
far did it look? How far did it look before we got to the edge of the wood, Eldred? When you were...
Well, the clearing looked to be like 200 yards away. You should have been able to see it.
So I guess we just need to plow through? I don't know what else to do at this point.
Where's the Autumn Blades region?
Who are you asking in particular?
Whoever it was that know this answer.
It's hard to tell. If you're trying to get to the Autumn Glade, you have to either go through summer or winter. The opposed seasons are blocked off from each other. Basically, how a warring nation would close its borders. They don't. You can't go directly from spring to fall or summer to winter. You have to go around, and seeing as how everything shifts, there's really no telling.
Awesome.
Yes.
Plow forward here.
If you keep heading in what is supposed to be east, eventually you'll come to the summer canopy. And the Lady of Fire has no issues with any who are from the Autumn Glade.
Sounds like the best plan.
As a matter of fact, we would probably be safe there as well, seeing as we're from the Springwood, so that may be a good neutral zone.
So the summer and winter hate each other?
Yes. Spring and fall hate each other, and summer and winter hate each other. Yes.
Okay.
So after, that whole talk, you hear some weird squelching sound coming from ahead. Based on Eldred's great perception, you could tell it's probably a couple hundred yards out.
Squelching sounds are good, right?
Sure.
I am not really all that excited about the squelching sounds, but we don't really have anywhere else to go but straight in front of us. There we go.
Throw Vodic's slow body out in front of us and see what happens to him.
I'm gonna tell him you said that when he wakes up from whatever.
Yeah.
Once he's out of this coma, you guys are in so much trouble. Okay. Do you guys want to press onward or?
The place we're supposed to be going is supposedly a week. I mean, it's supposed to be a week to the east.
A week or two, yeah.
Okay, but shit changes around, so are we sure that's still to the east?
Eventually, if you keep heading east, you should probably hit another zone. Maybe.
Another zone? Okay. Will this zone contain the place we're trying to go?
Maybe. We'll see. That is yet to be seen.
Probably in a maybe. Let's go.
So we decided to back off, or we're gonna keep going?
Keep going. I mean, I don't see anything gained by backing off. We're still in the same predicament as we do.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Okay. You guys walk a little ways. You come to a clearing, and the grass here is sort of dead. Let me see. You see some weird things. Little, they're kind of, I don't know, they're about 4 or 5 feet tall. They got some weird kind of multicolored, mottled-looking skin. They got some kind of wiry tufts of hair poking out of their shoulders and on top of their heads. And where their hands would normally be, they have these claws. And their legs have way too many joints.
This could be good.
No, I don't think so.
And aside from that, you see these weird black blobs in the trees. They appear very similar to what you saw the other night, Eldred.
Like blobs in the trees? Okay.
Yep. Yeah, let me get everybody to form up inside this green square, wherever you want to be. And after that...
Companions. I was like, but there's baddies in there.
Oh, shit, wrong button. Boop, boop.
There's no copies.
Better as far away from the battle as possible.
So I said roll initiative.
Yes, please. Unless you guys would like to diplomatize the tiny thing or the pudding.
Eat them first.
I'm the worst at rolling things.
That's what's usually called cleric initiative. You want to be last so you can heal the people who got hurt during the fight.
No. Nice.
Yeah, doing that on purpose.
On purpose.
Totally. Totally.
Alright, so let's see. Gotta get one from... 2 from Cody. And then we should be set.
So, I should have the right names. What's your initiative plus stone?
$17. Alright. 15, descending. Alright, so... Our first up... Oh, hold on. So, we're going to do things slightly differently. Cody, whenever you move, Daring Thundercloud is going to move next to you.
Alright.
And whenever you attack, he will also attack with the same bonuses and use the same move. Morthos, Alphonse will be doing that for you. Wherever you are, there you go. Eldred, here's your guy.
Wait. Do we have 2 bolts of chaos now?
Yes, if he so chooses. Nerith, you get this guy, and Opatek, you get Harl. Harl. Unfortunately, Sarafel and Cotton do not have associates.
Oh, fat Albert, why?
Why hast thou forsaken me, Albert? But if you find any hot items, he knows a guy. So it's cool. It's totally fine.
Yeah, I'm the guy he knows.
I know this guy, you steal shit. That's me. Oh, right. Yep. Okay, anyway, Sarafel, you are the first up.
Alright, I get combat initiative against anything that hasn't moved yet. So everything. And I'll go for first bear trap. First attack. So I'll try the macro key plus 2 to it. 17 plus 2, aiming for home slice down there.
Which one? This one?
That guy?
17 against AC.
AC.
Does not hit.
And then I will try to be sneaky to go into my pavilion mode.
Alright. What's this? Okay, it's a different person I'm thinking of. Okay, next up is Morthos and Alphonse.
22, does that make me stealthed?
Oh, is that your stealth check? Sorry, let me see. Perception... Yes.
So we're attacking with bombs.
Um,
Well, I attacked that guy.
Oh, there's these people.
also, the yellow lines are difficult terrain. It takes 2 spaces to move through a difficult terrain space instead of 1, and the highlighted blue areas you cannot move through. That's like solid tree trunk. Alright, now, Morthos, you're up.
Okay, I don't want to move from where I am, but can I tell Alphonse to come next to me, right here?
Yeah, you should have access to move him. Let me, yeah. See if you can move him.
Oh yeah, I did.
Okay.
I did try to. That's- So I cast Chaos Bolt at this guy.
Okay. Let's resolve yours and then move on to him.
Okay.
That hits.
Will.
Oh, against
Okay,
Will.
that
Hold on.
was off.
Yeah, that also hits.
That one.
The one below it?
Yeah.
Okay. That hits.
Bounce off to this guy.
Okay. That hits. Stop going higher.
So this next one should be a 20. So try to bounce off onto him.
Okay.
Versus Will.
Yeah. That definitely
Bounce
hits.
off onto that one.
Okay.
16 versus Will.
No.
Okay. Bounce off onto this one.
Yep. Stop.
Bounce off onto this one. 21 versus Will.
Yes.
Okay. And I look over at Alphonse and just kind of smirk a little bit.
Okay, roll the damage for the one against the mean luck.
I think I missed that one.
Mm-mm. The only one you missed was this black pudding up here.
Okay. This is gonna do shit for damage, but
Okay. Now you guys are out of range for him to be able to attack, so if you want to move, he can attack after the fact.
Okay. If I want to move,
Yeah, basically he has to be adjacent to you, so for him to move, you got to move with him.
I'll move here.
Okay.
Have him be adjacent to me there.
Okay. That works.
So what moves does he have that I have access to?
He casts the same move you cast, so he will do Chaos Bolt.
Okay.
But any move that you have, he can also cast, so basically consider it double.
What will I roll for like bonuses for him?
Whatever you roll for yours.
Okay.
Consider him a clone of a different race, yes. Of course, why not? Dead.
And onto this one.
Okay. Nope.
And onto this one.
Okay.
17 versus will.
Let me see. I don't have their will. Fuck, I think it's like... nope.
Okay. And there's nobody else in range, so the spell ends.
Alright, so, Sourfell walks out, fires a crossbow bolt that goes just a little high, and Alphonse and Morthos walk over here, fire chaos bolts at different parts on the tree. You see ricocheting, and then just pudding falling from the sky. That's what they're called. They're not as tasty as you might think. Or maybe they are. Check it. Check and see.
Delicious.
Maybe it's a fig tree. Maybe they're fig pudding.
What's your culinary skill? We'll see.
I don't like figs.
Gross.
Cotton
Nothing about piggy pudding that sounds like it would be good.
pudding?
Fit the word pudding. There you go.
See, pudding can be any kind of dessert, so that doesn't mean that it's good. Doesn't mean it's real pudding. It just means it's supposed to be. I've been disappointed by that word before.
If you're talking, we can't hear you. You have yourself muted, Natalie.
Yeah, we're trying to figure something out.
Oh, okay.
Chris, do we see the health bar on that, weird limbed guy, or no?
You do not. Not without a check.
Okay.
You can see the health bar on these puddings down here. Fucking 0.
I think we should move back to there. I don't even move here.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's not. Alright, she is shooting at.
Okay.
Wind strike.
Alright. Is it close enough to be her quarry?
It is not.
Okay. Duly noted.
Quick shot.
Bipow. 25 against AC will hit.
Quick.
18 will not hit. I would like for something to be alive in order to attack you guys.
7 damage.
Alright. Alright, any movement or anything, or is that it?
That's all.
Okay. Next up will be Nerith. And Thrangill. Whoops.
So these are like things, like creatures. These.
Yes. Here's what they look like.
These are just puddings.
They're about
Caviar.
they're about a foot tall, just blobs that seem to be animated by some sort of weird magics.
Gonna attack this one.
So yeah, if I charge. Okay. That's well. That is a really difficult color to say. 5, 6, 7,
Yeah.
8, 9, 10, 11.
Is that better?
Yes, that is much better. Thank
Okay.
you. Yeah, I can just barely make it. Alright, so then I will. Oh, it's too bad I can't go any further.
He's slightly faster than you.
Alright!
He slides under your in between your legs and hits the guy as you hit him as well.
My sidekick can hit the black way.
If you're charging, you have to use a basic melee attack.
Oh. Okay, well it's the same modifiers.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Right, 23 versus AC.
Another +1 since you were charging.
24 versus AC will hit. Also roll that same thing again to see if he gets hit twice.
That's the high score roll.
ROWL.
It was ROL. Ooh, that's the Scottish spelling, so it's the second.
The 17 does not hit. $11.
11 damage.
Okay. Alright. Next up is Eldred and Thundercloud. Didn't realize how far these dudes were. I'll put them out there. It's a long fucking way. Maybe.
I'm gonna move here and taunt them with a flurry of defensive moves.
You guys can spar.
Yes.
Getting my scary spear. Looking fairly impressive.
Okay. Now it's my turn to walk towards battle. Let's see. Oh. No. Stop it. Oh, shit. I broke it. Please hold. I broke it. There we go. Okay. Let me see. Okay. This one down here, Eldred, is going to point at you and whisper something under his breath, and you're going to sort of see this almost imperceptible thread tying you two together. You are now affected by a horrid link.
Awkward.
Yeah, it's a little icky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Morthos, the same thing is going to happen to you with this guy.
Too bad, so sad.
Ye-
No only works when Cody says
And since this one is engaged in face-to-face stuff with you guys, he's really not a fan of that. So he is going to kind of spread his hands a little bit and open this little pocket and jump into it. And he's going to pop out over here. And he's going to make little thread things at you, Nerith.
Oh. Is he now?
Yeah. That's all for their turn. And now the puddings! These guys are slow as shit, I think. Hold on. Yeah, they're super slow.
Fast moving.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Fast
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Green face
1, 2,
strike,
3,
the
4.
laws of caviar.
1, 2, 3, 4. This one is good. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 2 of them will be in range of actually attacking anything. So this first one is going to be against Eldred. Pudding Slam! Does a 27 hit your fortitude?
Yes.
Okay, you take 10 acid damage, and he's going to shift 2, 3, 4. This next one is going to be against Thrangil. Bloop. 30 will definitely hit. He takes 10 acid damage. And doot, 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 doot. He shifts behind Nerith, which is probably not a good move on his part. Opatek, you are up.
Okay, well, I only have a couple of things that will reach these guys even if I move.
Well, there's a bunch of puddings gathered around over here, so...
That's true. I'm gonna stay a little bit out of range. And hit this one with fine.
Okay. Harl hobbles along by you.
16 versus reflex.
That will not hit. Let's say that was Harl. Now you get to roll one.
Yes. 13 versus reflex.
The problem is y'all are both mumbling about different gods, and you keep getting distracted by each other, so it doesn't really work very well. There's not a whole lot of flame. Also, you're worried at the last minute about catching the whole clearing on fire, since it's all kinds of dead plants. Just really not a good idea.
Stop thinking. Stop thinking.
Seraphil, you're up.
Just shut up.
Shut up, Harl.
Alright. I guess I'm gonna attack blob thingy that's right there.
Okay.
Where you going, Squishy?
Squishy over there.
Just for verification, this one?
Verification. That one. And then it's going to be... I'll use Torture Strike as my attack. Plus Dex.
Okay. Stop.
It's only a 17 against his AC.
Alright, that will not hit.
And then I will see if I stay stealth.
23 is good enough to stay stealthy. Anything else you'd like to do?
Not unless any of them have anything that looks like I could steal off them.
The blob.
Or maybe steal steal a
Sarah will be
kiss.
selling blob souls later on. I will be out of town.
Next up is Alphonse and Morthos. Fun time buddy comedy hour.
I kind of want to see what happens if I move further away from this guy. Actually, to here. So that
Okay, let me see. 222. The string seems to stretch out, and it goes through the people that you walk by. So it seems to basically be directly targeting you.
Shit. Okay. That's good.
I'm glad.
That's what I wanted to happen. Chaos Bolt against this slime.
Okay.
20 versus Will?
Against the slime,
Yeah.
that will hit. And that motherfucker dead.
Right.
So what is Alphonse going to target?
Well, I rolled even, so it's keep going.
Oh, right. Sorry.
This sledge.
Okay. Yep.
This sledge. 21 versus Will.
Yep.
Okay. So that kills it, but the spell stops.
Damn. Okay. Go away, fly. Damn. So I assume Alphonse is targeting one of these puddings?
Yeah, that one exactly.
Okay. I'm psychic.
It's the only one in range.
He's gonna try real hard to do it.
He... Harl holds up his shield and it kind of glances off and flies up into the air. Off in the distance you hear a bird squawk and then just feathers.
Wait, so he has all my abilities. Can I use Focus Chaos to turn that into an even?
Yes,
Okay.
if you would like.
But that doesn't expend my use of it, does it?
Nope.
Okay. Then I'll bounce it off over this one.
Okay. Yep.
5.
The bird counts as a valid target. Alright, so that's that's your movement and your standard. You got any minor actions you want to use?
Since I hit, I can shift one for free. I'll move over to the left of the bed.
Okay.
And that'll be it for me.
Alright. Cotton, you are up. I believe the closest thing to you is definitely this pudding by about 45 feet.
Give it back.
Okay. She gets the bonus from the quarry, if she so chooses.
AC.
18, that will not hit, unfortunately. That will for sure hit. You let the slime get sort of overconfident, and then it catches a bolt right to the goo, and then he turns right in the goo. Nerith, you and Thrangil are up. Just so you know, there's a black pudding behind you, so any running would provoke a slimy attack.
Get attack. But I could have shoot with enough I made it for attack again. You damn it, stupid pudding. Ruining all my plans. Can Thrango move? He can only do what I do, right?
Yep.
What if she were to
Stupid
attack?
pudding.
What if she were to
Ruining all my
attack
plans.
that pudding next to her, then run over here, so that her guy adjacent to her, can that guy make the same attack against him?
I suppose.
I got this guy over here too.
Yeah, that was like not connected.
Oh, that's right. That's the one that's like,
She's like, oh, that makes sense.
I wasn't paying attention to which one had decided to attach himself morbidly to me. Alright, well, I'm gonna attack the pudding then.
Okay.
25 versus 18. Alright. Okay, the only thing I can't walk through is the blue stuff, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I can make 6 moves. damage. Oh.
I'm just marking how much he lost.
Oh, gotcha.
Everything
Alright,
else is
so
kept
the
secret.
guy attacks 24 versus AC.
That'll hit.
What is his weapon? That I don't know
It's the same as yours.
that. That is so convenient.
Right? It's almost like I'm lazy.
Yeah. 17.
Nice.
Nice.
So, as your ally's weapon kind of crunches into this dude,
Hurt me.
let's see.
Hope not.
The thread that is attached to Morthos tightens, and you take 14 damage.
With my daily resistance, I have 5 resist psychic. It's psychic damage, so I take 9 damage.
Okay. Is that a once a day thing?
No, it's all day.
You rolled the right number for this account.
Yeah, for the first time ever.
Did I say psychic? I meant whatever you're vulnerable to. Alright, so did you take your damage off, Bobby?
No, no. So I've got a 47.
Alright. That was Nerith and company. Now it is Eldred's turn.
So this dude's gonna see this really awesome show because there's gonna be rolling thunder, and then the two monks are going to take flight using Rising Storm.
I'm legitimately worried that if we kill this guy, it's going to cause major damage now.
No, you.
I can resist it at least.
It's probably fine. Probably fine.
The most he can do is 10.
The first time.
You still have over 40
Goddamn.
health.
Damn it.
Almost.
Curse you, you frickin' slanty!
Ah,
Alright, and roll it one more time for me, so we see if we get one hit or two. Okay,
it's fortitude.
against Fortitude. The first one will not hit, but the second one will. No, you get 2 hits.
Of course, this whole thread thing can I do a saving throw against that, or is I'm just gonna stick with it right now?
At the moment, you are stuck with it.
Right. So max damage for this is 23.
Okay, so let me take that 23 off the first time, and roll your other damage.
I roll his damage, then I get my 2d12.
Okay. Jesus.
Okay. Alright, 2d8.
Minus 17.
From the flurry of blows, he'll take an additional 6, as soon as he has the same skills as me. And then, nice.
Oh shit.
Alright, he is bloodied. Please hold, let me see if anything happens when he's bloodied. No. And, when those 2 hits land on him, you feel that thread wrapped around you sort of kind of wrench at your gut a little bit. You take 19 damage. It is currently their turn. I'm going to see if this dude up here gets to recharge his thing. Yes, good. Alright.
And now,
Okay, I'll put you a little dot. Boop. This one is going to teleport over here. This one's going to boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. It's 8. Yep. Okay. 8. Where's the other one? Oh, right here. That's bad. 1, 2, 3, 4. Crap. No, that's not what I want to do. Oh well. Too late. This one is going to recast his thread. So Morthos is no longer threaded. But now Thrangale is threaded. Nerith, as you watch this guy, he's going to kind of fiddle with the string, almost like he's playing a guitar. And you are going to have the overwhelming urge to attack. Actually, hold on, let me see if this works. Boop. Does a 24 hit your will?
Probably. Yes.
Okay. You take...
What's for now is the one attacking her teammates.
Why? Because he always targets me with will attacks. He knows I have the lowest will in the whole party.
You're the one up in the front! So you take 8 damage. Well, Eldred is about to have some fun over there. Just give me a minute. You take 8 damage, and I need you to make a melee basic attack against Thrangale for me. Yup. Yep. So roll some damage for me.
He makes the same attack as you, so he punches you in the face.
Continue to punch each other forever. Alright. 10 damage. You feel weird. We'll get back to that later. This Meatlock is going to do the same thing to Eldred. He's going to play that string like a guitar. And does a 26 hit your will? Alright. You take 6 psychic damage, and I need you to punch Daring Thundercloud in the face. Did you see how we flew? Bap! What's your AC?
My AC is 23.
Okay. So he's 2 less. No. You're good.
Good for him.
He catches it with his hand and he goes, no.
I go, man, it's off.
Here comes the pudding. 1, 2, 3, 4. Damn it.
And the pudding.
Nerith, can you dock against... Never mind. Right. So, Opatek, how's it going over there with you and Harl?
Well, I'm not attacking anyone right now.
Should we break the link to shitty things with like nullify any of that stuff?
Not unless she has any kind of skill that I don't know about that lets her do that sort of thing.
We can't just hack the...
Nobody else can see the string except for the people that it is connecting.
Oh, okay, so...
So Morthos was like, string, and everybody's like, what? And he's like, never mind. Fuck, it's good. We're cool.
So far away from everything. I can see through my buttons. Go away, buttons.
Click off of your person.
I'm trying to move my person.
Harlow goes, never mind, and then runs back with you.
Go here. Go here. Since I'm stuck with it. And I believe 10 should hit here.
Okay.
Not counting, but I'm pretty sure. And then I'm going to hit here.
Okay.
19 versus reflex.
For the pudding?
Pudding.
Surprisingly, no.
Really? It's a pudding.
I know, right? I am also surprised.
It does, apparently. It jiggles.
But that was Harl, and Harl always sucks at that shit. So why don't you try?
Am I really going to get better than a 19?
No, this one was Harl. He's terrible. No.
I'm
Sorry.
trying to
Do you have any minor actions you might want to use?
No, because all my healing stuff is touch, and I can't get to Cody, so...
Are you sure?
Well, Cure Serious Wounds might not be.
I think Cure Serious Wounds is the only one that's touch.
No, my healing word is melee range. It was verse 5.
Oh.
So I'd have to move, I'd have to use my face step. Which I don't think I can do and still use healing word.
Not without using an action point.
Yeah, so I'm stay right here.
Okay. Seraphil.
Alright, I'm gonna move 6 down. I'm gonna target this guy, and I'm gonna attempt to use Torturous Strike.
Okay.
19 against AC.
Uh,
Same roll I've had every time. It's always...
Yeah, that's a little weird. No.
What the fuck?
Did you want to use an action point and make that a 28?
Sure, let's use my action point. Torture Strike would be damn good.
Okay. Roll your damage.
It's 2d6 plus 2d8. Damage.
Alright. He's almost dead. And as that bolt sinks into his chest, he pulls back on that string connecting him to Eldred.
And that's my stealth roll.
Boop. That's the wrong button. Sorry. You take 8 damage, Eldred.
Alright.
And yeah, you're super stealthed, by the way. Next up is Morthos and Alphonse.
Here. There's Alphonse move here. And we'll both use Thunder Slam.
Okay.
I'll use it against this one down here.
Okay. Let's resolve yours, and then 26 will hit anything. Yes.
Okay. So we'll need to use the other attack?
Do your damage first, and we'll see if you kill him.
Okay. Seriously?
Oh, damn.
So you're gonna hate me. He has 1 health left.
Damn.
Same thing as before. String, pull. 15 to Eldred.
Sorry, dude, I was trying to end it for you.
Yeah, I thought you had to.
Literally any better, and you would have killed him. So what's Alphonse gonna do?
Thunder Slam against green guy.
Okay. Green go.
20
Against
fortitude.
Fortitude, that will just hit.
Awesome.
Someone's gonna have to revive me.
Are you down?
Well, as soon as you touch me, because he's got a +5 and I have 4 hit points.
Oh.
So 21 damage to green guy.
Alright, 21. So he's going to pull the string on Thrangil to the tune of 14 damage.
Also, this guy gets moved here. And this guy gets moved here against the tree.
Okay. Where'd you say you want this one moved?
Here, I guess.
Okay. Boop.
I'd pull him closer to us rather than further away.
Slam, not thunder pull.
Well, if you choose not to, you don't have to push them. So it's your call.
Just give you the option. It says, and you push the target 3 squares.
Oh, well, okay.
I think you may.
Usually, if it's any sort of movement, I'll give you the option. So, like, you know, with your move speed, it says you shift your move speed. You can, more or less, really, it doesn't matter.
Okay, well then I'll leave this one
Uh-huh.
back where he was.
Like here. Okay.
I guess the same with this one since it didn't have to go, unless he takes damage from getting slammed against the tree,
No.
which would be fine. Okay.
That'd be awesome.
Cotton.
Wait, Cody, why would you have to be revived?
Because if anyone touches this guy, he's got a +5.
So you can die.
We don't know.
But we'll see.
I mean, they're not doing anything.
Here, take him out. Kill him.
One of us might as well.
So I'm gonna shoot at the guy that's attached to Cody.
Okay.
That's my man.
And I'm doing splintering shot. If I miss, it's half damage.
Okay.
And literally anything will kill him.
So either way, he should be dead.
The damage is 3d10 plus 6.
Jesus.
I'm not gonna roll because it doesn't matter.
Okay. Well, let's see.
10 plus 6.
Actually, roll me a d20.
Okay.
For a horrific effect or not, it will occur.
No, just if it's a 20, then maybe he won't. Nope. Okay. So you take your damage. I pushed the wrong thing. Bloop. You take 8. So you're at -4. This dude is for dead. So Eldred is topsy-turvy. Because everybody turns upside down when they fall for some weird reason here. Anything else you'd like to do, Cotton?
Files. It doesn't need a reason.
No, that's it.
Okay. Next up is Nerith. You got some slimes all up in your grill.
Alright. Okay, I'm going to... Can... If I shift this space, will I provoke... I won't provoke an attack of opportunity, right?
Right.
Then I'm going to shift there.
Okay.
And I'm going to use cleave in hopes that I can damage both.
Okay.
Okay. 17 versus AC?
No.
Really?
Yeah. Minions are slightly difficult to hit, but they go down in the one hit, so they have slightly better defenses to make up for it.
They're just jigglies. God damn it.
You could still have Thrangil cleave.
That's what we're going to do. I'm going to be upset about the fact that these jigglies... oh, god damn it.
Y'all are both arguing about Y'all are both a bit busy arguing about why the hell you're hitting each other. Eldred, you are up. Give me a d20.
Who, me?
Eldred,
Oh, no,
to see if he can pop back up in full health. Not full health, but, you know, better. 14, you do not get an X against you. Minox, let's get to...
Can the other monk fight, or it has to be with me?
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. He can move about freely, I suppose, since you're not able to do anything. He can also do a heal check to see if he can pop you back up.
Well, I'm hoping our cleric will do that for me.
Okay.
He's gonna use Dancing Cobra, since we still use the same abilities, right?
Yeah.
That's gonna make him be able to go here, so I'm gonna do 2 + 2 around the tree.
Okay.
And awesome. What's his reflex?
Unfortunately, no.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Okay. Now it is their turn.
So we're all clear.
This one is gonna twang his string again. Actually, did they? Let me check and see if they could teleport first. Yes, they both recharge. This one's gonna teleport here. This one's gonna teleport right about here. They're both gonna do a little twang-a-lang. The first one is going to be against Nerith. 24 against Will.
yes.
7 psychic damage and attack your friend.
I can.
Hang on, it's doing a thing. Somebody can roll it for me.
Okay, what's your plus?
I think it was 11.
Okay, yeah. You want to roll it, Bobby?
Sure.
That will definitely not hit. Okay, now we're going to try this the other way around. Another string will be twanged. Alright, so he takes 10 damage. And make another melee basic attack for me, Bobby. I think he left. 18 misses, so you guys both get the urge to attack each other, and both manage to block each other's attacks. I guess you're starting to expect it, sadly. Alright, this first one's going to be against Thrangil. 18 will not hit. This one's going to be against Nerith. Does a 28 hit your AC?
Is it what?
28?
Yes.
Okay, you take 10 damage. I'll take it off for you.
Oh, I can do that now.
Oh, well, I just took it off, sorry. And then he's going to shift to here. Now it is Opatek's turn.
Alright. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Melee touch. Can't do that one. So healing word. Cody. Spend a healing surge.
Oh yeah.
And do I have this button? I do have this button. Melee button.
Okay.
I was gonna type it out and then I couldn't remember the stuff. And 4 extra hit points.
Alright, so I'll do that for yours.
Chris, I was away for a second. What the hell is
That's Eldred's buddy.
Okay. What is that disgusting thing? It's behind the enemies. Not attached to any of us.
And he's skittering around on the ground, biting stuff. Just eating grass, flipping out.
Stop it.
Well, now I'm really creeped out by the thing, and I wasn't before, so good.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do, Christine?
Much better.
Oh, I forgot you're still prone.
Use my face down.
Oh,
You already moved.
Get two moves. I gotta move it.
You could use face step as your standard action and not do any other attacks, or you could use an action point and use another
I'm
move
gonna
action.
use face step because I'm not like I don't think I'm within. Can I see them through this tree?
Yeah.
Okay, then I might just.
All this part is just like sticking out of the ground. This is the ground
I'll
part.
I'll just stay where I am then.
Okay.
Alright, I will move here. I will attempt Trick Strike against that guy.
Oh wait, Christine, were you attacking, or was that the end of your turn?
No, that's it.
Okay. Okay. Sorry. What were you saying?
Okay, so I'll attempt Trick Strike against this guy with my wonderful rolling. Hey, 24 against AC, is that it?
Boop boop boop. Yep.
Ooh. 3d6. That's 2d8 plus 21 damage against that guy.
Nice.
Okay.
And a 21 for my stealth against him.
All right. Keep that as your current stealth value. Let me do damage against Thrangill. 13. Ouch.
He's not bloody yet.
Oh no, he's bloodied. Oh wait, this guy? Yes, he's also bloodied. Nope, wrong button. There you go.
Yes.
There's too many things. Okay, Seraphil has gone. Morthos, it is your turn to things.
Okay, look at Alphonse, and as we're running up, and I say, "For more sparks!" And I use, hard form. Pass through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay. He's gonna do the same thing and end up here, let's say.
Well, I mean, I was going to see if that killed anybody before I
Oh, okay.
see if I want to make it go a different direction. If that's allowed.
That's fine.
4 more sparks, but hold up a second.
Watch how I do it, and then you try. Okay, so that's pudding.
Yeah, it's putting
Pudding dead.
against green guy. Yeah, 16 versus anything's probably going to miss.
Correct.
Okay. And against blue guy. 25 against reflex.
That will hit.
So it's just 1d8 plus 46 plus
15 damage to Nerith.
What? Psychic. Oh, psychic thing. Okay. Well, that's fine. Alright, so that's the blue guy.
15 damage, look at that.
And since I hit with the attack, I'm going to shift, move for free.
Okay.
So then I have him go his movement speed. So then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
12 against each of those.
Alright, so let's start on pudding.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay, it's probably gonna miss pudding.
Okay, it hits him. And what's this against?
Reflex.
Reflex hits him.
Okay. So 1 damage roll, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So 14 damage to each of them.
Okay, let me doot. They are both bloodied. One already was, but just so you know. We're going to do 2 damage die. 1 against Thrangill. Boop. And 1 against Nerith.
Okay, going to action points.
Okay.
And use Stormwalk.
Okay.
Shift once before or after the attack. So, and keep on doing lightning dances and moving backward. I'll attack this one, and he'll attack. Well, I'll see the damage. Right, that one first.
Okay.
26 versus Fortitude.
That will hit.
Okay. 13 damage.
Okay. He is still standing, but barely. Speaking of still standing... Yep. Thrangill falls over.
Acceptable losses. Okay.
That's the spirit!
I shift back again. And see, just same thing. It's going to be against the same guy. Crit.
Okay, well... Yeah, he's dead.
Okay.
And as he dies, he gets one last pull. 8 damage.
Well, I thought it was
Whoa.
against Thringill, who's already dead.
He's not dead. He's just down.
Oh.
I have not played much of any of this damage card because.
I'll let you know whenever you take damages. That's okay.
But I thought you did, but I didn't get. If you said more than the 15, I guessed it.
No, it's all the other damage has been going to the other guy.
Are
Who?
you sure? Because I was pretty sure I heard you say my name at some place in there or something else.
You took 14 a minute ago, and then 15 before that.
Oh, that was the 14. I didn't.
Okay. Gotcha.
Since you hit with an anvil, he can shift one as well.
Okay.
So he can come back on my side.
I'm gonna pat him on the head. Who's good?
Maybe in front of me.
You stand here. Cotton, you are up. The nearest thing is this one.
Wait, that one's not dead?
Oh, it is. It is. No, wait. Yes, it is dead. So the nearest thing is the only thing.
The good guy? Not
That's a pudding. I am blind. No, he's the nearest thing.
right. No.
Yeah, this is the only pudding left.
So that's a good guy, right? Okay.
These are your baddies.
I'm still gonna shoot at this one.
Okay.
We're gonna do Spikes of the Manticore.
Okay.
But it's 16.
That'll hit. $19 damage. Oh, 19 against AC will not hit. $16 damage. Boop boop. Very nice. And Nerith gets 12 damage.
Damn it.
One more good hit, maybe, and he should be dead, though, so that's good. Was that the end of your turn, Natalie? Okay.
I'm about to be down, just so everybody knows.
She has 4. Nerith, it is you and Thrangil's turn. Yours and... Or just you, because... Right.
Right, well, it's gonna be fitting, so we'll...
That'll hit. So he explodes. Alright. He remains not dead. Undead? I don't know. Eldred, you are turn.
Okay.
He flies back towards you, desperate to be by your side. You are prone. Would you like to stand up?
Yeah.
Okay.
There. Healing Surge is a standard action?
Yeah, the second wind.
Wind? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll get that there. That's not what I was trying to grab. Okay, here we go. And then I'll use Healing Surge.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that would be move and standard.
Okay. Let me see what other moves this dude has. Okay. We're gonna try a maddening whisper against Nerith. That should be 1d20 plus 12 versus will. I'm real good at type. Let's try that again. Eh. Or yeah, that's actually lower than it would have been if I just added 10 to the thing. Right. 25 hits your will, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. 8 damage, and you are dazed, save ends.
No, I'm down.
You're also down, save ends.
I'm at full health, so...
Right. He is going to celebrate by getting the fuck out of there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Boomf. Open. Ah, shit! It's Opentek's turn. Hey.
Yeah, but if I attack him, I'm stunned till my next turn, and I can't go heal Renee.
Go ahead, Renee. I'm right next.
Yeah, because if I miss, then... Yeah, okay. Actually, can I do... When I'm traveling, are diagonals legit, or do I have to...
Diagonals are fine.
So I can make it to here?
Yeah.
You could have healed her from where you were if you wanted to.
I could have used Healing Word on her, but I want to use Cure Serious Wounds. You regain 2 healing surges worth of hit points, but you don't actually use your healing surges.
So make that you are at full health because he does the same thing.
Yeah, so yay.
You feel like weird because people are just like touching you, and all of a sudden you feel like really good. Okay, that sounds bad. That's not. That's not. I'm sorry. That's not how I meant.
Okay, so
So, it's...
4 healing surges should be.
But I'm below 0.
Yeah, you start at 0 when you do your healing.
Right, but doesn't the first healing surge get me to 0? Didn't we have this discussion last time?
You go to 0 and then you apply any healing. So you start at 0 first, and then all the healing surges take place after that. So it would be 4 healing surges from 0 health.
Minor stuff.
Not a lot of classes get minors at all. You should feel lucky.
Anything else I could do from here? But yeah.
You don't have anything with range 10? No, that's a
Standard.
right. Sorry, I forgot about that. Yeah. All right. Well, Seraphil.
Alright, hey Brian, get up. Alright, never mind.
I'm gonna go behind the home slice here. I'll use Rogue's Luck. If I miss, I get a second attack.
Are you running by him?
Oh, well, don't need to worry about that. But I'm in stealth. You wouldn't see me.
True. Okay. We'll go with that.
So 34, which means
What's the max damage on that attack?
it's 2W.
Plus-
I'm stealth, so then I gotta apply my
Yeah.
max stat. 2W plus Dex, so the max damage would be 12 plus 4 plus 16.
All right.
32.
That would be my damage.
All right. Well, the backstab damage isn't automatically critical, so you have to roll that.
Oh! 21 instead.
Okay. He dead. Fucking dead. There you go. As he falls, blang. 6 damage to Renee. The last note of a sad, sad song. So, you guys, find the last dude dead on the ground. You dust yourselves off. Vonik and company seem really unperturbed up there at the top. Thrangil looks really shitty. Like, I guess it's from all the psychic damage, but he has blood coming out from like his tear ducts and his ears. So that's a thing.
Good.
You're right there if you want to heal.
I guess I could. I have 1 healing word left.
I mean, if he's down, you can just do a heal check. So he can stand back on his feet.
Okay. Is that a roll?
Yep, d20 plus your heal skill. That'll do. He stabilizes, and a little while later he opens up his eyes. He's kind of shaky on his feet, but that kind of happens when you get mentally assaulted to death. To almost death. Sorry. So yeah, you guys dust yourselves off. You no, what you want to do?
Continue the way, like, I mean,
What else are we gonna do? We may as well after all this battle.
That's a convenient choice because as you look behind you, the woods have grown together.
Also, nothing
back
perfect.
anyway.
Hey, Seraphil, you want to check this shit out? See if they have anything on it?
Let's see.
Yes, I would.
An 18. Looking at it, there's not a whole lot that you can see that would be worth much. Pudding doesn't tend to have valuables on it, and weird crab demons don't have much use for treasure.
Pudding just doesn't have pockets.
We can, if you have any sort of containers, you can scoop up some pudding into a jar and see if it's worth anything for alchemy purposes.
Hey, you have fun with that. I've had enough of this pudding.
I don't think the pudding was your problem, though.
We should mix one of these guys with one of the demons. We have those jars. Just put it all together, see what what happens.
But see, if I hadn't had to kill the pudding, then I could have killed the other guys faster.
Fair. So you.
I'm kind of interested to see what would happen with a pudding and a demon.
No.
Damn it.
It's a demon that can fit under doors now. Guys, it's fine.
Well, we're pudding.
Get a spoon. So, yeah. Let me boop. So you guys, don't find much of anything. If you feel like taking some pudding, that's all on you.
Breakfast tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah.
Gross.
Let me see.
Nobody listens to him.
We can have a food fight.
Nobody listens to him. Sarah Phil, it's not who you listen to.
Burn. So what we're going to do now is we're going to leave this area, go through the forest where the bad things are, and we're going to look for the town.
Found it.
We found it. We're dead.
We have an interrogation room.
This is not the town. This is our staging area. God, I hate you guys sometimes. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to do a skill challenge to see what happens on the rest of the way to town.
Alright.
So, roll me some initiatives again.
Can we just go back to making up our problems?
That's my job now.
Too much ice cream.
Roll a heal check to stop brain freeze. Eldred is 30. Good lord, son. Seraphil's 18.
I am in two.
Consider the roll for me. +6. It's initiative, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a roll for Bobby. No. Never mind.
You don't get to roll shit, Ryan. Damn. All right.
Pretty good roll.
So, what we're going to do for this one, since y'all are in sort of uncharted territory, but with everything shifting, it's going to be a little more difficult than usual. You're going to need 10 successes before you get 4 failures. You're going to have to get a 17 or higher to succeed, and you're only going to get to use each skill one time per person. So, like if you use nature once, you can't use nature again. Same other rules apply. Anyway, Eldred, you guys are wandering along. You see that the way behind you is closed, and you have no idea where to go. Say me a thing and roll me some dices.
There's still trees,
Yep.
so I'll do the acrobatics check, climbing trees, try to find where to go.
Okay. Yeah. Alright, next up is Nerith. You cannot use acrobatics. Eldred scouts around. He sees a path off in the distance that seems a bit more hospitable than where you guys are, but he's not sure exactly how to get there from where you guys are due to the tree covering.
I have 0 skills for this. Why am I next?
Because
Oh, because I also know the tree too. Um,
Actually, yes. You have a +9 to yours, so you'll be next.
I don't have any skills for this. So does a wagon see the path but not how to get there?
Up ahead, there is a sort of opening in the tree covering to where he can see like a more open path, but the immediate vicinity is pretty heavily covered with trees. So there's a general idea, like, head north, but not, super accurate directions.
Okay.
What's a high skill that you have?
I'm just. Crap, I can't think about this anymore. I'm just gonna try to walk through to where it is using athletics.
Okay, that works.
That's all of the creativity I have at this moment.
You managed to cut down some foliage and such that's blocking the way, like a safari explorer. And
Seems like a terrible use of my sword.
it's cool. So is throwing it, but that never stopped you, right? So
True.
you guys managed to get on the path that Eldred saw, and up ahead there seems to be some sort of cave. And Morthos cave.
Okay.
My turn.
Yep.
Can't take a turn.
That's weird.
Yeah, I can't either.
Hold on.
Yeah, I don't think it was.
Now?
No.
He's blank.
It's really weird. Oh well,
It
yeah.
doesn't want us to know what order we're in.
It's Morthos' turn. Sorry.
Okay. We're still with our group of dudes, huh?
Yeah.
Except for Vonic. We left him behind.
Bonnick is in the buggy.
So I have no idea like really where the hell we are or where we're going or how we're gonna get there. So I kind of look back at whoever we're traveling with and say, "Don't worry, we've done this a billion times before. We'll get through it, no problem." So just try to bolster them, but I'm really kind of scared. So I'm gonna use bluff to see if they don't see through me just lying to them.
Okay.
For my confidence.
Works for me. Yep. You pulled the wool of lies over their eyes.
Does that mean the rest of us get stat bonuses?
No.
Just all know that I'm lying.
The rest of the party looks at themselves like, what in the fuck?
Beans is just going down my face.
When have we... What? What is this dude saying? Seraphel, you are up.
Alright, I'll use my skills as a thief to try to sense if there's any way out through the cave ahead.
Okay. Perception or dungeoneering would work.
Alright, I got dungeoneering.
Go for it.
Actually, my dungeoneering and perception skills are exactly the same, so
So look for the exit.
20.
Nice. Success. You kind of tap on the cave wall, and just the way it echoes, you're like, I've been in a cave like this. There should be a path further down.
Very
So
wise.
much bullshitting go on in here.
He's an earthbender. Cotton.
Okay, so are we in the cave at this point?
Seraphel recommends you guys going through the cave. There's a whole lot of nature in there.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
I'm going to use nature to also kind of check out the map of the cave to make sure I'm not seeing anything that he may have missed.
Pudding, I think that's probably worse than guano. Mix it together, guano pudding. Guano.
All right, that works. So, you have two positive analyses of the cave suggesting that you guys walk through and that it may lead to a place that is good.
So,
Opatek.
alright. Can I'm gonna use my history
Okay.
and what I know of the general terrain of the area and how it changes and stuff to, walk into the cave, because nobody's walked into the cave yet, and start working my way through it.
I used
Does that
my
work for you?
skill to chop through some trees with my sword, so you know.
Why not? Let's go for it.
Historically, I can walk through this cave.
You remember back to all the classes you've taken in previous history about spelunkery. There's a lot of caves in the Feywild. You got to learn that shit. Also, you're pretty well learned, so you take all the classes.
One in the cave at the moment. Even after 2 positive assessments.
So, Opatek is pretty confident she could lead you guys through the cave, and she starts walking in there, and then there are the sounds of bats. Eldred.
I'm going to use perception.
Okay.
I will try to perceive a direction and or bats.
Please tell us if they're good bats or bad bats.
They all have guano, so that makes it good.
Nice. You see a bunch of bats more towards the... as you guys walk, you see that it forks a bit. The torchlight that you guys probably have doesn't seem to bother the bats too much. And the left fork seems pretty barren. The right fork seems to have pretty good bit of coverage of bats on the ceiling. And using your perception skills and your knowledge of animal behavior, you reason that that might be the way to go due to the fact that bats like to have easy exits. So the odds of that being the right way to go are probably better, since, you know, that might be where the other exit is.
Hey, let's follow the bats.
Nobody shout. What? Nerith. The rest of the NPC party is not seem like they're super thrilled about going underneath big bunch of fucking bats.
But I tried to make them feel so confident.
You said you've been outside before. This is inside.
Okay, so they don't want to go under the bats.
We're bats good.
Iguana is good for you.
I'm gonna use endurance
Good for your skin.
to shout a lot as I go into that situation and scare all the bats out.
Okay.
So that our party
Roll it.
Alright, just after the
Oh.
vampire bats were dead.
Damn it!
Speaking of rabies, Renee, roll me a d20. I forgot to check for your mean luck corruption thing that you got. 15.
Rabid raccoon.
I am, and so you're not gonna get the tree, and we're gonna go throughout the galaxy and kill bad guys, so it'll be cool.
So would that mean you scared all the bats out of the cave?
Yeah. You see the stalwart warrior. Yeah. You see the party's stalwart warrior charging down a darkened corridor, shouting at bats. Also, Cody, did you end up having to punch your friend? Like, did you have to roll the punch against him?
I did roll a punch against him and he dodged it.
Okay, roll me a d20, because when you got the urge to punch him, you got infected with that corruption stuff.
Yeah, apparently we got possessed.
That's the D20.
Yeah, just a d20. Okay. And this one is for Captain Unconscious. Okay. So. Oh, wait, sorry. It's a d20 plus your endurance score. So re-roll those.
Oh, just for
Yeah, I forgot to factor that in there.
well, that's much better for me.
Yeah, this should roll lower.
Okay, and Nerith is cured.
I was expecting Renee to roll a 1 this time around.
18. Okay, Cody, you are not cured, but you have the first level. You currently have an ongoing -4 to your will score.
It would have been fitting since I bragged about my modifier before.
And Captain Unconscious is cured.
Vonic, how drunk did you get?
all of the drunk.
Best adventure is just dragging a bunch of unconscious people behind us.
Okay, so Nerith did the yelling successfully.
So that's 6 great.
6 people.
I
think it's 8.
substitute turns.
6, 7, 8. Yes, that's 8. Morthos, you are up. There are bats flying all about, and the party that you guys are escorting is absolutely losing their frickin' minds.
Okay, I'll try to diplomacy the situation to get the film back.
Okay.
I will use my bag of tricks to summon a random creature.
Jesus. Guys, don't worry about bats, because spiders!
They'll run out the other one.
It is a snake.
It is a snake. Now, roll me diplomacy and tell me how would you would use a snake to defuse this situation.
Okay. I put it around my shoulders and say, see, even the most scary creatures can be our friends.
Okay.
It works.
Okay. If you had failed that snake would have started choking the shit out of you.
Thanks, you idiot.
Look, you can be our friends.
The flow of bats is starting to peter out, and you guys are eventually able to get the party to start moving again. You go down the bat-infested, or the once bat-infested corridor, and at the end, you sweat.
Can I throw the snake up in the air to catch one of the bats?
Sure,
Do I roll anything for that, or can I just do it?
just do it.
Your snake.
Okay.
You are able to throw a snake. You guys make it outside.
Wrap it around my neck. Okay, sorry.
No, it's okay. You guys manage to make it to daylight again and get walking. And Seraphel, what do you want to do to try to help reorientate you guys? Yeah, I think it's a word. We read about it in a book.
Is it the whole we can't use someone else's roll again?
You can't use the previous one, so you can't
Then I'll
use
use
diplomacy.
anything I can jump on. Anything I can jump on top of to get a better perch on the ceiling.
Do what? Sorry.
Is there something I can jump on top of or climb up in order to see things better?
You can climb up the kind of mouth of the cave if you'd like.
I'll use my acrobatics to do so.
Okay. Oh, flippy, flippy, flippy! You manage to climb up there, and from there you can see trees and smoke.
Guys, there's smoke. Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Where there's fire, there's obviously friendly people.
Yeah, friendly.
Dragon.
Gonna be some people.
There's people that ways. More dragons.
Okay. You guys have managed to succeed. Hooray. All around. And I was kind of hoping you guys would fail because I had a cool fight plan.
All the way out of the cave, you see a group of enemies.
Damn.
The bats have
So
summoned
bad.
together.
They followed them.
Bats are standing around outside waiting to kick our butts.
So, as you guys, I assume you want to head towards the town?
May as well at this point.
Okay.
We've come too far to not.
Let's turn around.
You guys head towards town.
Fire to the cart.
You see, kind of up in the trees, there are some buildings kind of either built around or built into the trees themselves, depending on how big the trees are. Some of them are on stilts that are kind of braced up against the trees, and of course they kind of descend lower and lower until you see some that are also on the ground. There's not much in the way of a wall around the town, and kind of the most noticeable features you see about it are the buildings that were once in a tree on the ground smashed, and flames coming out of a few of the buildings. Not really flames, it's more like the dying embers of flames and some smoke. Blackwood was a city in the trees. This looks like our destination.
We did it, Alphonse.
High five. The dwarf, when he's busy, when he's not busy trying to lean on the cart to keep himself upright, he looks and he says, "That's the place. These bastards kicked me out a few weeks ago. Probably could have helped them then. Probably could have helped them now." And then he kind of puts his head down and he's like, ugh, oh, it feels so good.
Wait, this is the place he was kicked out of? I thought he was kicked out of the place that was to the west. You're trapped in the east.
I've been kicked out of plenty of places. There's not much room for a dwarf in the Feywild. I think you guys will find, well, except for you two, that there's not much room for any non-Eladrin or gnome in the Feywild either. So, what do you guys want to do?
Plus one to our racism problems.
I just walk off into the city. You guys have fun.
Got this fucking dwarf loitering around, right, guys? Dwarves.
Well, I guess we should go check out the remains of the village.
Yep.
Sure. Let's go and see the smolder. Excuse me.
All right. As you get there, there's some people who are lying on, some blankets, some makeshift pillows and stuff. They seem pretty wounded. There's an Eladrin woman who looks absolutely frazzled, kind of running around trying to give orders to people. She sees you guys walking up. She kind of takes a deep breath and slumps her shoulders and then walks over to you. And she says, "If you're here with the raiding party, I'm afraid you've missed them by a few hours."
What raiding party?
She looks back behind her at the smoldering building. She goes, "What raiding party do you think? The ones who did this? Other outsiders."
From which way did they come and which way did they go?
They came from much the same way that you came from, and they headed off that way, and she kind of points in the opposite direction of where you guys came from. They demanded our gold. They demanded our town. We told them no. No. They were...
Outsiders, she said.
They were...
That's what race she was.
Oh.
No, what race are the raiders?
Mostly drow. A few strange-looking dwarves.
So the lying bastard may not have been such a lying bastard after all. Damn it.
What lying bastard?
Just because those people did it doesn't mean that they are all bad.
There's been reports of towns otherwise that have been raided. No particular pattern. The people that were blamed for it, though, weren't the ones responsible for actually doing it. So this group might be who we're looking for.
Well, if you want to chase them down, head over that way.
We have several wounded people here, just like you do. Is there a cleric or a healer or anything?
We've got some healers. They're they're a bit overexerted right now trying to heal our own. If you can wait, we will tend to you when we can.
Well, it's a group decision. Go running off after the raiders or stay here and get healed.
Wait, so is this the town that's supposed to hit the portal to take us back home?
No, this is sort of like a waypoint on the way. Yeah.
Okay, well the raiders are in the direction that we're going anyway, so
Yeah, they are.
apparently took a lot of valuable stuff, so might as well kill them on the way anyway.
Right. up first, or do you just want to go running off as fast as we can after?
I'm fine.
Okay. Do we have a consensus either way?
And if people really want to rest them, that's fine too.
I mean, I didn't take any damage last fight.
I didn't take any damage either, but our dailies and encounter powers are going to be gone.
I
Well,
didn't,
our counterpowers will be back.
I didn't use any dailies. I'm actually okay.
I didn't use any dailies.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. They're pretty much good except for our companion.
Durango, yeah.
No,
but,
wait,
I
yes,
mean, I
I
don't know that they're going to be able to help them any more than we can help them eventually, so.
I used one daily.
Um, what is, I was gonna ask her, what's in the direction where the Raiders went? Whence the Raiders, yeah, what's in that direction? Where do you think the Raiders would have been headed?
Maybe back. If they were Eladrin, I'd say maybe they were from the summer canopy, but they're drow. I have no idea why they would be in the Feywild at all. Much like why I have no idea why you all would be here.
Long story with a very sad ending.
So what is in that direction? Like, is there a town that they might be heading to raid, or caves, or?
There are several caves. There's some natural. There's forests there where the trees are naturally hollow. Would be an easy place to camp if needed. Depending on the current configuration of the lands, there are several villages, depending on how far out you go. The nearest one isn't for a few days' travel, though, at least.
Alright.
Well, there's nothing really for us here, so I vote that we go after the bandits.
I tend to agree.
I agree. We're not wounded, there's no reason to stop.
Alright, hearing you guys decide to keep going, Daring Thundercloud will come up to you and basically, thank you all for protecting them. And he's basically going to let you know that this is where we're going to have to part. He says these people are hurt. They need us. We have a healer, so we're going to stay here and see what we can do. Maybe repair some tensions between their town and ours. Oh.
Sounds good.
He's going to go around, shake each of your hands, and he says, if you make it through all this, please feel free to come back and see us, and we'll catch up.
Appreciate your help.
Same to you. And he does a little salute to Cody, some weird monk salute.
Fucking
Secret,
fuck.
communication.
He flies for a second, and he does a little wink, and then comes back down. That's the monk salute.
If you're ever alone in a monastery.
Alright, what we're going to do is call it here, and then meet up again in 2 weeks probably, and continue onwards from leaving the town. Okay?
Sounds good.
See y'all later. Night night.